Don't see so far. Well, first of all, let's just jump straight into it. I have respect for two people that know the person. They weren't even they weren't involved. They didn't influence his. It was literally all him. The only context that you need to know is that I did not know this person from anywhere. I personally did not know this one individual at all from anywhere. This was, yeah, I did not. I don't. Never, ever, ever, ever. It was one ding dong day. It's always a ding dong day. It's always a ding dong day when some stuff like this wants to happen. But anyways, one ding dong day, I was just chilling. This was in second year of Coventry. So I have a friend. Let's call her Shea. How do you Shea? Let's call her Shea. She didn't go to Coventry. She was just in Coventry that day. She knew someone that was hosting a party. She was like, oh yeah, you should come. I was like, okay, I'm not doing anything anyways. It was May 18th of May. So I like to say that you guys are cows. There's 2 minutes today and I have to stretch my neck to both of them by myself. All alone. And I'm nobody. I was just being dramatic, but for some reason I can't remember, Jane and Rachel weren't even there. I was basically planning to go to the motive by myself. But obviously I'm really thinking, oh, I'm not really going to be by myself because she's my friend as well, so obviously it's not going to be awkward. So let's fast forward to the night. You know, getting ready, even brought on my red wig. This was before I tamed it, but this was my red wig, so y'all know I wasn't playing. I was not playing. It's very important that you see what I was wearing. Obviously I'm getting ready, like fast forward to the night time. I'm getting ready, to go to a party. Obviously when it comes to cover parties, I didn't have high expectations, so I was like, okay, I'm basically just gonna see my friend. Like, I don't have high expectations for anything. So I'm going to see my friend She. I go to the thing now, but it hasn't really kicked off. I don't feel like it has proper started. Yeah, like it's not like I see She's friends say hi, whatever, but it's not really like it's barely like kicked off or started or whatever. It's like uni houses, so I don't really mind like showing you guys. You need some visuals, so I'm just gonna put the visuals here. So there's basically a house next to it, next to it, and I know someone who lives there. Obviously my friend Peter lives there. So I'm in the party. It's basically boring, it's basically dead. I'm basically looking around, like not like that, but I'm looking around like, okay, She kept disappearing, so I'm really thinking I don't really know She's friends like that. So, and then obviously there's people walking up and down, whatever, so let's call her Aloe. So now I've seen Aloe, I'm like, oh my gosh, hi Aloe, because Aloe's my friend. She was like, oh, what are you doing here? I was like, oh, I was just invited by She, blah blah blah. Like the person, one of the hosts was She's things, whatever, She's friend, I don't know. But me and Aloe end up leaving the house party thingy and basically knocking on Peter's door. So now obviously Pete opens up because I did this thing where I just show up at his house randomly. So that was one of the random times that I decided to show up. When we go inside, we were just like speaking, hanging out, whatever. That's irrelevant to the story, so I'm not really going to go into that much detail. I didn't really get to experience the motive because I don't know, it was just, I was not interested in going back to the party because I'm already with my friends. Like, I wasn't present, let me say it. I wasn't present. So time was literally, I just wanted to lie down and sleep and I just wanted to fly away. So this is where things start to go off. Okay, Aloe goes home. She said she's not going back to the party, she's just gonna go home. That's calm, whatever. So Aloe goes home because obviously I can't just go home because, I came for shit. I don't know if the party was finished or not. I can't remember. There were people that were leaving. I don't know. Plus it's like, what, a 30-second walk. Yeah, so I go with Peter's house. His front door is literally on the street, but this house party motive, it had like a compound, so it was like a wall and then you walk to the door or whatever. So obviously I don't know if I went back inside, but all I know is that I went back to the venue. Sheer had come out or whatever. I'm standing with Sheer outside, and oh, I didn't even give him a flipping name. Let's call him, I've been watching Snowfall, so let's call him Pendejo. Okay, let's call him Pendejo. Hold on, because I don't want to spoil this. Pendejo.
Stupid. Pendejo.
So let's call him Pendejo. So Pendejo, Sheer's thing, comes now. You're Sheer's friend, aren't you? And I was like, yeah. I wasn't like, I don't know, but I'm not really like a, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, like, no, like if I'm meeting someone, like I'm going to be cool. Like I'm not really gonna be all happy clappy. I don't know. I was only being rude when it started to get rude, you know? I'm paraphrasing, but he says something like, I hope you're not being a bad influence to her. But it came with a little bit of attitude and a bit of, I don't know, maybe it was bants, but I laughed it off. It wasn't like a genuine laugh off. It was like a, let me laugh this off because you're like, it's probably bants. Like, by the way, when he said this, he was pointing his finger at me. And then I laughed it off. The first statement, I laughed it off. He was like, no, I'm being serious. Like, I know about girls like you.
This is someone that I don't know. This is someone that I've never known. This is someone that I've never met. This is someone that doesn't know me. This is someone who does not even know me!
I'm thinking, I don't know this. I don't know this guy from anywhere. I don't know him from anywhere. How would I be a bad influence? Excuse you? I love God. Do you love God? What's wrong with you? I love God. Do you love God? What's wrong with you?
I'm thinking, how rude am I gonna be? How rude is this next response gonna be? Because I know she has just introduced us to each other. So obviously, I ain't that rude.
I was like, okay then. And then he said something like, oh, or listen to me or look at me. And then his finger was proper like, what were you trying to do? And I said, what do you mean by that? I said, you don't know me. What are you trying to say? And then, no, I'm just thinking about how patient I am. I'm a very, very patient person. Because realistically, the only reason why I let the first sentence run is because you see when people are just dumb, yeah, they want to run bants on people who aren't their friends. So it's kind of like, why are you bantering with me? Like, no, like, rude banter doesn't work if you're not friends like that, and if the person does not entertain it. Like, what the hell? So he steps forward, steps up to me. He was like, oh, she what I said, blah blah. Oh, basically Sheer was there, and Sheer was like, kind of like a chill, like, daddy chill. I'm really thinking, who are you? You don't know me. And the thing is, when I was in Coventry, you can ask anyone in Coventry, who is this person? And people be like, I don't know. Did Google recognize me? Pendejo was really doing the most. So it's not as if like, oh, people know. No. And I literally keep to myself. And even if it was that thing, who are you? Since you want to bring out the rudeness, since you want to bring out the attitude, I'm gonna bring it out. I said, who are you? I said, who are you? Basically just started like arguing. Something about don't disrespect me, blah blah. How are you gonna be asking for respect from a stranger? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? How are you gonna come to me with attitude? When I flick a tiny bit back, you wanna be getting all up in your feelings. No pity. I have no pity. The thing that was annoying about this is that he was coming very close to me, and it's kind of like, if you're arguing with someone, you come very close, you don't want to shake their hand, do you? No. Better relax. We were by the door when this happened. Ask me why this pendejo has followed me. Now we're on the outside arguing about absolutely nothing because he wanted to have a slick mouth. I was basically saying, who are you? This is what this guy did. He said out his full government name and he was beating his chest like this. I'm really thinking this guy is overhyped for absolutely nothing. He started speaking in Yoruba. Does Google recognize you? Does Google recognize you?
Who know you? Does Google recognize you? Google cannot even recognize your name.
I know he was saying to me, girls like you, look at the way you're dressed, blah, 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 blah. He was calling me all kinds of fat. Bear in mind, this man was a BBW. Pendejo was a BBW. And he's there calling me fat. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind if I'm fat. What the flip? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Oh, also, he had a bottle in his hand. I don't know if the bottle's finished, but clearly the yak went to his head a little too far, a little too deep in his head. Obviously, I'm trying to walk away. He's flipping following me. And then out of the compound, it's kind of like basically like this back way, whatever, back street. He's now flipping following me. And obviously, I know you guys are thinking, what is my friend doing? She is actually trying. She's actually trying to, like, stop him. So she's, like, pulling him, saying, like, leave it. And then he flipping shoves her. He shoves her so hard. Obviously, she doesn't fall on the floor. But it's kind of like, it's an aggressive shove. So, obviously, I'm so annoyed. I feel like I wasn't really annoyed at this point. It was just like an argument. But at this point, I'm enraged. I said, touch her again. I said, don't touch my friend. Touch her again. See what I'll do to you. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? He's changed the way he's holding the bottle. Let's say he was holding the bottle like this. Like, let's say the bottle. He's changed it to this now. He's walking like this. Obviously, she is trying to, speak to him. Get through to his thick void skull. I'm really thinking, like, I know you don't have the bottle like this in your hand. I know it's not me. It's not me. I said, why are you hyping up? You're not bad. You're not gonna do anything. That's basically what I was saying. He didn't explicitly say that he was going to bottle me, but he clearly wanted to threaten me by the way he was holding the bottle. I said, do it. What are you waiting for? Do it. You're not bad. Do it then. Do it. If you're bad, do it. Huh? Yeah, my fist went up like that, but do not try this at home, kids. Don't put your life in danger willingly. Don't do that. Obviously, he didn't do it because he's not bad. When he knew he wasn't gonna do anything, he couldn't do anything to me, he retreat. Relax yourself, humble yourself, and go back to where you came from. It was quiet, ain't no back talk. Now I see that Peter's standing on the street as well. He walks up to me. He's like, oh, like, what's the issue? What's going on? I couldn't have been shouting that loud. I mean, but anyways, he said he came out of his house because he heard me shouting. I'm really thinking, to be honest, at this point, I don't actually recall what I was saying, but I most definitely was shouting because not at first. I wasn't shouting at first, but it was very disrespectful. So basically, she is now very upset. She's crying, whatever, and she's apologizing to me. I'm like, no, like, stop flipping apologizing. It's literally like, it's not your fault. Then we went out to the main road. Nobody was basically coming for me, so I'm standing there with Sheer, Peter, a couple of Sheer's friends or something. But Sheer is like, she's basically really upset. She was okay when I entered the Uber, but that's basically the end of the story. What would I do differently in that situation? I don't know. How no? It's not an evaluation. I don't know, but just know that no. I wanted to repeat a story because, you know, story times, just repeating the order of events. So yeah, that's basically all of the information that y'all need to know. That's basically the story time about how this guy he was actually going to bottle me.
She so fine.
Is this better? I don't know if it's better or not, but and it's even slanted. Wait, I'm so sorry about it.